welcome back to my channel, or if you're just meeting me for the first time, hi, my name is Ebony and this channel is all about productivity, wellness and spirituality. Thank you so much for joining me today for this quick review of the Medicine Woman Tarot by Carol Bridges. I hope that you find it helpful. If you do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I truthfully love this deck so much. The colours, the 70s vibes, the extra layers of meanings behind the cards, how it's nature based and has a beautiful connection with the Native American tradition. They are truly beautiful. I've only had this deck and the guidebook for about a week, so they're still very new to me. I've used the deck a little bit to get a feel for it and found that the guidebook is really helpful so far too. I love the lesson it gives you for each card. So far, all I've read has been so beautiful. The little booklet that comes with the cards gives you a starting point, and in some ways that might be all you need to stir your intuition or remind you of the card's equivalent in traditional tarot. Though it is based on tarot, the energy and the images of this deck are quite different to the most common version of tarot, the Rider Waite Smith system. So I wanted to see how they compared side by side in this video today. So if anyone is either new to tarot or wants to see what other options are out there, I hope that this helps you decide whether the Medicine Woman Tarot is worth it for you. I also purchased the guidebook at the same time from the same Australian store, Sacred Source, based in Melbourne, Victoria. Though living where I do, I use their online store. I'm not affiliated with them at all, but I can recommend them if you're also living in Australia. I don't know about overseas, sorry, but as always, I'll do my best to link everything down below. So as I mentioned, the Medicine Woman Tarot is different to the more common Rider Waite Smith system. Carol Bridges has truly created her own version, though each card reflects the original meaning in its own way. I'll show you a side-by-side comparison and talk more about the differences between this deck and the regular Rider Waite Smith Tarot soon. But first, I'd love to show you each of the cards in the deck so you can see them for yourself. As you'll notice, the Major Arcana cards each have different names, though the original names are written at the top of each card and the numbers are the same as always too. You'll also find that the names of the Minor Arcana are different as well. Instead, we see stones instead of pentacles or coins, pipes instead of wands, arrows instead of swords, and bowls instead of cups. I hope that you enjoy this quick flick through of these colourful illustrated cards. back of the cards has this lovely pattern, but does likely mean that you wouldn't necessarily read these cards in reverse. It doesn't seem to be intended for reverse readings either way, as none of the cards in the guidebook have reversed meanings. As I said, I haven't read the whole guidebook yet, so she might talk about it there. Now I'd love to show you some of the differences between Medicine Woman Tarot and the more traditional Rider Waite Smith Tarot. Straight away, in terms of appearances, most of the cards look really different. This is definitely a themed deck, and even how the guidebook is written really imbues the sense that each card is a stepping stone on a greater journey of reflection for the reader. The meanings do have similarities though, and I believe that you can definitely use your intuition and prior knowledge of the Rider Waite Smith Tarot to read the Medicine Woman Tarot too. As you can see, the guidebook contains so much information on each card, particularly those of the Major Arcana. There are pages upon pages for the Major Arcana cards, told in a way that asks you to really reflect and take on her guidance. There's still so much for me to learn and read from the guidebook alone. The Minor Arcana cards have at least a page to a page and a half each too, featuring a lesson. The Fool card, or seed as it's shown here, has so much information in the book as it's the beginning of the journey inward, mapped out for you in the guidebook. In this instance too, the imagery isn't quite as different from the Rider Waite Smith. Here's a quick flick through of the guidebook to give you an idea of what to expect if you're considering it yourself. In comparison, the little white booklet that comes with the cards themselves has basic information to give you a quick idea. I do like referencing this as a little reminder of what the card is about, in particular its meaning in terms of the Medicine Woman Tarot, but the guidebook definitely goes much deeper. I really love these 2 extra cards that come in the deck with their little prayer or intention for the cards. Reading this before shuffling the cards really is lovely and helps set the mood as I use them. As another comparison, let's have a look at the 4 of bowls or cups. In the little booklet it reads, "Materialize your love into form." The little guidebook from my everyday tarot deck reads, "Offers and opportunities are flowing to you, but for now you're saying no. Contemplate your next step and focus on what is important to you." There are definitely similarities here, and obviously it depends on the reading itself and context. But even just considering those 2 quick references, you could gather that both are essentially guiding you to focus and consider taking steps towards turning what you love, i.e. what is important to you, into reality. I think it's with the arrow cards, which are instead of swords, where the most difference can be seen. For example, the 4 of arrows, and especially the 10 of arrows, looking at the imagery. The more you read into the meanings though, the more connection you find between what the Medicine Woman Tarot is portraying versus the Rider Waite Smith. The Medicine Woman Tarot is a truly beautifully themed deck of cards, which I love. It takes the idea of the traditional tarot, displays lovely nature-based illustrations, and creates meanings that ask you to delve deeper, to connect with yourself following the guidance of the Inner Guidebook and by listening to your intuition. Using the Medicine Woman Tarot alongside regular tarot cards, oracle cards, charm casting, and runestones adds yet another layer of depth and colour to my readings, which I really enjoy. I've mentioned on this channel before how I love using various divination methods and decks at once, because each version lends its own voice. Each tells its own story, its own view to the meanings coming through the reading. So what do you think of the Medicine Woman Tarot? Have you tried this deck before? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, I'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them below too, or find me on Instagram at Ebony Highland. I'd love to see you over there, where I do tarot readings in my stories most days. I also do a more in-depth reading each week on my newsletter, so if you'd like some free guidance in your inbox each week, head over to ebonyhighland.com and sign up there. It's totally free and tons of fun. Everything mentioned in this video is also linked down below. I hope that you've enjoyed taking a look at the Medicine Woman Tarot with me today and found it helpful. If you did, please consider subscribing if you haven't already and ring the little bell so I can keep making these videos. I hope that you're having an awesome day or night wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!
When I'm going to Mum's.
Cool, that's good.
You know why? Because
Oh, the shaker fries. Yeah, you get them when we go back.